Mario. I mean Luigi, Mario's younger and taller twin brother. This hero has been seen in multiple Mario and spin-off games. Throughout his life, he has lived in Mario's shadow, developing both cowardly and heroic tendencies. But Luigi has been around for over 30 years, and the question is, how much did he change in terms of gameplay, use, story, and design in all those years? Luigi was created when Shigeru Miyamoto set out to create Mario Bros in the early 80s, after being told that Mario resembled a plumber, a notion he wanted to officially establish. After observing the two-player competitive and co-op gameplay of the arcade game Joust, Miyamoto wished to incorporate a similar style of gameplay into his own game. Miyamoto's answer to Joust's Stork Riding Player 2 was Luigi, a younger twin brother to Mario with whom he would compete or cooperate. While Mario's name was based on Mario Sigale, Luigi's name is said to have been based on a popular pizzeria near Nintendo of America's headquarters, named Mario and Luigi's. His name was also noted to be similar to the Japanese word Ryu, meaning similar, which was one of the reasons why Luigi was a simple palette swap of Mario in the older games. With the two-player mode in mind, Nintendo and publishing companies such as Atari gave Luigi immediate publicity, making him the star and center of attention in many advertisements for the game. So in the beginning he actually got more attention than you would expect. He was the second character after all. Still, Mario ended up being the more important character. We can see this in the game after this, Super Mario Bros., where he is only used for co-op and besides that is exactly the same as Mario. The only difference is the color. But since his debut in 1983, Luigi has been constantly developing. Gameplay differences between him and Mario were first seen in Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, also known as Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan, which have been carried over into future games and have become a standard for the character. For example, in Super Mario Bros. 2, where he also has his own stats and powers. After spending years as a palette swap with his brother, Luigi has consistently been giving his own graphics in Super Mario Kart in 1992, to match his official appearance as Mario's taller younger brother. The American Super Mario Bros. 2, however, is an exception to this. It was as early as the DIC cartoons that Luigi was shown to be the more cautious of the two brothers.
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario!
Though it was not until Luigi's Mansion that this was truly established. So actually, from the beginning we start to see that Luigi becomes a character of its own, with a personality and later on a certain look. But in the first games of the Super Mario series, he was mostly in the background and used as a second character. He didn't really get any leading roles, he was just a supporting character, just like Toad. Later on in the series, we finally saw that Luigi was used for something else than his usual role, and became more important to the games. The first example of this was in the Super Mario 64 remake for the DS, where Luigi himself is needed to get certain stars in the game. And there are even several Luigi Caps that can be found on every course after he's been rescued. The Luigi Caps allow the wearer to mimic Luigi's appearance, attributes and abilities. He even got his own little Easter egg power-up in this game, and it was way more important if you actually wanted to finish this game. He also appears in Super Mario Galaxy, where he has a bit of a special role. When Bowser abducts Peach's castle, Luigi and the Toad Brigade are apparently inside. However, they all escape and get lost in space. Luigi is imprisoned in a ghostly galaxy. Mario must come and rescue him, after which he will help Mario in 3 different galaxies by collecting stars. Although he will get lost every time and must be rescued. After collecting 3 stars, Luigi leaves the rest up to Mario. So in this game, they made a mission objective out of him, and someone who helps out Mario with collecting stars. Even though you need to rescue Luigi, but this adds to his goofy character. So in my opinion, it's a funny way of bringing Luigi in the game. And he even sends you letters containing 1-ups, which is a fun bonus. If you collect all the 120 stars, then you will unlock Luigi as a playable character, and play the game again as him. This time it's a bit more difficult, but besides that, it's nothing new. All the levels are still the same, mostly. After this, Luigi remained a side character in most of the main series games, and often being seen as a playable character or NPC. So, nothing special. Well, you're wrong there. One of the main series games was actually themed around Luigi. New Super Luigi U. To celebrate 2013 as the year of Luigi, he reappears as the main playable character in his own game, with Mario making no appearance in the expansion pack. In this game, Luigi is given his own unique playstyle again. He jumps higher and further than Mario, but has worse traction, as in the other titles such as Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. In the year of Luigi, Nintendo released a number of themed games and merchandise, and held events to honor the 30th anniversary of Luigi's first appearance in Mario Bros. So he finally had something special of his own in the main series games for the first time. Mario wasn't in the spotlight. Oh no, it was Luigi. He got all the attention this time, and that's actually a good thing, since Luigi is a fun character. But this wasn't the first time that he was seen in the spotlight. Oh no, this happened before in some spin-off games. He is actually seen in a lot of spin-off games, in party games like Mario Party and Mario Kart, but also in the more serious ones like Paper Mario. In these games we really start to see Luigi's true personality. We even saw an evil version of him named Mr. L. But there are two series of games where he really is the star: Luigi's Mansion and Mario and Luigi. Luigi's Mansion is a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube released in September 2001 with Luigi as the main character. In this game, Luigi received an unexpected message which says, "You've won a huge mansion." Naturally, he got very excited and called his brother Mario, and told him the news and asked him to meet him there. Luigi traveled to the mansion, and as soon as Luigi set foot in the mansion, he started to feel nervous. Mario, who would have arrived first, was nowhere to be seen. Not only that, but there were ghosts in the mansion. Luigi was suddenly attacked by a ghost, but then Professor Egad appeared and helped him out. After this, they fled the mansion and went to Professor Egad's house, which was nearby. And so, Luigi gets equipment from the professor to fight the ghosts, and went on his quest to save Mario from King Boo. So in this game the roles are completely reversed. Mario is a side character and needs to be saved, and Luigi is the hero. In this game you only play as Luigi, and end up defeating King Boo and saving Mario. This was the first time that we actually saw a game worth mentioning with Luigi as the main character. Sure, you had games like Mario's Missing, but those were pure abominations if you ask me. They looked horrible and weren't fun at all. So this was a big step for Luigi, and in the game Luigi has a cowardly personality but can be brave when prompted. And they even made a second game later on, which indicates that people liked it. But there was quite a big gap between the two. This game was Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, where he is shown as a cowardly hero similar to the first game, but he can always get over his fear of ghosts to save the day. At this point you could see that Nintendo wanted to bundle these characters with each other. Besides this, the second game sold even more copies, which is a good indication that the series became more popular. But do keep in mind that the 3DS console sold more than double the amount of units than the GameCube did. So he ended up getting his own little series, but he also got a special one together with his brother Mario. Now the Mario and Luigi series combined the two characters into one game and story. Not one of them is a side character, since you play as both. In many ways, this game was similar to Paper Mario, mainly focusing on story and turn-based combat. Now this series has been going on for quite some time, and multiple games have been released throughout the years. So in this series, Luigi isn't the main character on his own, but together with his brother. And since the game heavily focuses on story, we explore his character even more. For example, in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, the Stargate, which supposedly knows all, passes Luigi as unworthy to enter. This most likely has something to do with Luigi's dark secret from his past, which is also mentioned. Luigi did something either embarrassing or foolish, which he has kept a secret ever since. However, in an interview with a member of the staff, he stated Luigi had no dark secret. And it was actually a reference to Luigi constantly living in Mario's shadow. So this is actually something he struggles with. He's the little brother after all, and in a lot of games we can see that he finds this hard to accept. Luigi was initially introduced as Mario's much younger brother after all. The first indication of their specific age difference was in the family album The Early Years, which implied that Luigi was born after Mario by several years. But in time, Luigi has proven himself as more than just Mario's brother. He has saved him multiple times and helped him out a lot. He even got his own series where he is the true hero. So he went from an underrated side character to a respected character with his own series and story. Hey you there, this is the end of the video. Normally you click those annotation thingies. Look, there's a video. Look, there's a subscribe button. Go click it if you would. Yay.